If you've been struggling to lose fat, watch this video until the end because I'm going to share with you possible reasons why you're not losing fat. And today we are talking about fat loss, not weight loss, because there are several components that make up your weight. We have muscle mass, we have bone mass, fat mass, and water weight. And today we are going to focus on fat loss, which is actually what you want when you're trying to reduce your weight. You want to lose fat without losing muscle mass because that will help you maintain a fast metabolism and optimal health. Now, most people, when they are struggling to lose fat, they think the problem is their metabolism. But as you're about to see in today's video, that's not the real reason for most people. The first main reason why most people struggle is because of a lack of patience. When you're starting off on your fat loss journey, it may be easy to lose fat and weight in general in the first 3 or 4 weeks. But then after that, fat loss and weight loss slows down. And when this happens, most people just give up. But if you just keep going, you'll eventually start losing more and you'll eventually get to your goal. As long as you're making progress, don't stop. And the progress doesn't have to show on the scale. It could be the inches that you're losing on your arms, or even getting better quality sleep or being more energetic. So don't stop as long as you're making a progress. The second reason most people struggle is because of metabolic adaptation. And this happens to all of us. When you maintain a calorie deficit for a long duration, your metabolism will slow down because your body is trying to hold on to fat for survival. And when this happens, it slows down fat loss and most people just quit. And metabolic adaptation happens in several ways. Another way it happens is by your body changing how your hormones work. For instance, your body starts, or your fat cells start producing less leptin, which is the hormone that signals your brain that you're full. And this causes some people to overeat. So the best way to handle this is to take a diet break. So after every 6 to 8 weeks of maintaining a calorie deficit, take a 1-week break to combat metabolic adaptation. The third reason is water retention. Sometimes your body holds on to excess water. And when this happens, your weight can go up drastically, up to 5 pounds just overnight. This is nothing to worry you because you can lose it as quickly as you gain it. And some of the causes of water retention include high intake of salt or sugar or carbohydrates, dehydration, or menstrual cycles. There are other factors, but keep in mind that if you find yourself gaining fat or looking big in just 1 or 2 days, that's not fat gain. So it's nothing to discourage you. And if you do the right things, if you increase your intake of water, increase your intake of potassium, and exercise, you're going to lose excess water in no time. The fourth reason why most people struggle is because of health problems. If you have a problem like hypothyroidism or PCOS or depression, with the depression mostly it has to do with the medication. If you're taking medication for depression or even taking birth control, this can cause you to gain weight or gain fat. And if that is happening, it's best to talk to your doctor and see the best medication for you while you're trying to lose the excess fat. The fifth and the main reason why most people struggle to lose fat is overeating. Most people eat too much and they either don't know it or they don't want to admit it. Because I've seen people eating a lot of food, eating throughout the day and still say that they don't eat a lot. But what happens for most people, people who are being honest with themselves, is that they just get excess calories without knowing. And this can happen when you take lots of beverages that contain calories, when you snack throughout the day, or when you're not cautious of the amount of carbohydrates that you are taking, or when you take a lot of processed foods. Even if you're not eating a lot, just by simply taking processed foods, you have a very high risk of having a calorie surplus. So when it comes to this, the secret is to just eat calorie-dense foods. These are foods like legumes, vegetables, whole grains, and so on. These foods are low in calories and they are high in volume, meaning that they are going to fill up your stomach. The sixth and the final reason most people struggle to lose fat is lack of a good plan. If you have a bad plan could be a plan that maybe asks you to do things that are just too challenging for you, that will stress you. Remember that losing fat is not just about the calories that you consume. Your levels of stress and the quality of sleep that you're getting can also affect how much you're losing fat. So if your plan is not good in the sense that it's going to stress you, it's going to lead to poor quality sleep, or it won't allow you to maintain a calorie deficit without feeling tired all the time, it can make it difficult for you to lose weight. Or maybe your plan doesn't just account for something as strength training, which is so essential for maintaining a fast metabolism. So it's also important to make sure that you have a good plan, and that you should always have a plan. I believe that it's actually better to have a plan that is not perfect than having no plan at all. It's better to have a plan. So what I'm going to offer you is access to my program, the 6 weeks or 1 year program, which is in the link in the description below. In this plan, I'm going to show you exactly what to eat and the exercises to do. And when it comes to what to eat, I'm also going to show you the easiest way to control your portions without counting calories, which I think is one of the things that can stress you and make losing fat much more challenging. So I'll show you how to do that without counting calories or without weighing your food. So check it out right now in the link in the description below. If you have a good plan and avoid the 6 mistakes that I've just talked about, it's going to be very easy for you to lose the excess fat, and you'll eventually get to your weight goal in less than a year, as long as you're not trying to lose a lot of weight. But even if you're trying to lose a lot of weight, you'll get to your goal in 2 or 3 years. Remember that patience is key. Like the video and share it with your friends.